You know how debt works. You know you're supposed to spend less than you earn. You've probably downloaded 3 budgeting apps, never opened 2 of them. And yet here you are. Why? Because paying off debt isn't a knowledge problem, it's a behavior problem. And standard advice, budgets, discipline, optimization, works against your brain, not with it. I paid off $87,000 on a normal salary. No inheritance, no side hustle empire. And the most important thing I learned, the method isn't the problem. The method was never the problem. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through 5 steps that work with your psychology instead of against it, and why that's exactly the reason you'll actually follow through. Okay, step 1 is the one almost nobody wants to do. Write down the number you've been avoiding for months. Debt payoff rarely fails because you don't know how. It fails because shame pushes you into avoidance mode. And shame doesn't fix anything. Shame makes the problem invisible, and invisible problems grow in the dark. 1-minute reality check. Consumer debt in the US just hit a record, around $18.8 trillion. The average household is carrying roughly $104,755. You are not the one broken person. You are inside a mass problem. And here's the uncomfortable part. Financial literacy explains about 0.1% of financial behavior. Watching one more video isn't the fix, and financial stress measurably lowers your cognitive performance, something in the range of 13 IQ points. You're not dumb, you're overloaded. So, today, 10 to 15 minutes. List every single debt, balance, interest rate, minimum payment, due date, whether it's overdue. Then reality check. Add up all your minimums against your actual monthly breathing room. And take minimums seriously. A $5,000 balance at 22% with a $142 minimum? That's 58 months. $3,121 in interest alone, for stuff you barely remember buying. One small rule. You're allowed to feel bad doing this. You're not allowed to stay mysterious about it. Step 2. If you've tried budgeting over and over and keep failing, it's probably not because you lack discipline. It's because a traditional budget tests you every single day. Every small thing becomes a decision. Coffee? Gas? Dinner out? And after a normal workday, your brain simply has nothing left for that. That's not a character flaw, that's decision fatigue. You've been pitting willpower against daily life. Daily life wins. So instead, the anti-budget. Radically simple. 2 accounts and 1 card. Account 1. Fixed costs. Rent, utilities, insurance, minimum payments, everything automated, everything flows in on payday without you touching it. Account 2. Your life. Food, gas, anything else. That's the only money you spend. And if you need a guardrail, use a debit card for daily spending instead of credit, at least while you're rebuilding your sense of control. And you only manage this once, on payday, 10 minutes. Money flows. Fixed costs, minimums, small buffer, extra debt payment, rest goes to the life account. Done. I don't track 37 categories. I build guardrails. Sarah still laughs about my spreadsheet. 14 tabs, yes, I know. But that's exactly what kept me from lying awake every night wondering if I could afford dinner. Step 3. I don't have any extra money. Thought that too. The truth is, extra money is rarely just gone. It's hiding. And if your plan is, I'll pay more when something's left over, then exactly what always happens will happen again. Nothing is left over. Life is remarkably creative at consuming whatever remains. So, not 20 small cuts. 3 levers that almost always work. First, big fixed costs. Car, insurance, housing. Cutting your phone bill in half will do more than your entire latte war ever could, and it's less exhausting. Second, a short-term income boost. A few hours of overtime, an 8-week side gig, selling things around the house. With a deadline. Not hustle forever, sprint, then stop. Third, plug the leaks. Subscriptions, buy now, pay later, impulse spending. BNPL users carry an average of $871 more in credit card debt, and 41% pay late. That's not a solution. That's a trap dressed up in installments. Goal: free up $100 to $300 a month within 7 days using 1 or 2 real moves. And the math is genuinely motivating. Just $100 extra per month on a $5,000 balance can shrink your timeline from 58 months down to 27 and cut total interest by 57%. So honestly, what was your hidden money leak? The one you caught way too late? Mine was a gym. 14 months. Never set foot in it. Write yours in the comments. It'll help someone else find theirs. Step 4. Attack strategy. Wake up math. The average credit card is sitting at 21 to 23% APR. You can be making payments regularly and still barely move. And 47% of cardholders carry a balance month to month. That's not personal failure. That's a system designed to run out the clock on you. You need exactly 2 decisions. First, your debt attack number. That's the sum of all your minimums plus 1 fixed extra amount. Fixed, like rent. Not whatever's left, because nothing's ever left. You know this by now. Second, the order. If your motivation is shaky, go Snowball. Smallest balance first. You get wins fast and research backs it. Higher completion rates. If you're very stable, go Avalanche. Highest interest rate first. On typical balances, that can save you somewhere between $2,000 and $4,000. But honestly, a lot of people abandon Avalanche after 4 to 6 months because it doesn't feel like anything is happening. I started with Avalanche. Mathematically optimal. 5 months in, I switched to Snowball because I needed to cross something off. Once. Sometimes psychology beats math. Execution is simple. Attack one debt fully, pay minimums on everything else. When one's gone, that payment rolls to the next. Your plan doesn't need to be perfect. It needs to get you through Tuesday. And real quick, if this has been useful, leave a like. And if you're new here, subscribe. No guru stuff, just what actually worked for me. Alright, moving on. Step 5, and the one nobody likes talking about. Other people. A lot of plans don't fail because of math. They fail because of the desire to appear normal. Around 40% of people go into debt just to keep up socially, and with Gen Z, that number is particularly high. And in relationships, money isn't just a topic, it's an accelerant. Couples who frequently argue about money are nearly 3 times more likely to divorce. Trying to quietly fix it alone sounds noble. It quietly destroys every plan. If you have a partner, have the one uncomfortable conversation. Keep it as simple as possible. I have X dollars in debt, I'm embarrassed, but I want to fix it. Here's my plan, and here's what I need from you. 2 things to avoid: blame and the vague, I'll just be better. Instead, make a 90-day agreement. Dining out, gifts, trips. Clear rules, time limited. That feels manageable. I had to tell Sarah the full $87,000. I rehearsed sentences for 3 days, then stumbled through it. And she said, "Okay, what's the plan?" Best and worst conversation of my life. For friends, I'm in debt payoff mode right now. I'm still around, just cheaper. Then suggest something. A walk, cooking at home, coffee instead of a night out. Don't disappear, just play a different game for a while. The most dangerous moment isn't day 1. It's months 4 through 9, when it's no longer dramatic. It's just boring. You're paying, you're cutting back, and progress feels like a single drop in an ocean. That's debt fatigue. And in 2025, it's basically everywhere. And if you've quit before, it probably wasn't because you were too weak. It's because you treated one slip as a verdict. See, I can't do this. Then comes the spiral purchase, then the shame, then nothing. Meanwhile, 68% of people in structured debt programs actually make it through. The most common reason people drop out isn't not enough money. It's simple. They stop paying. So build in anti-burnout from the start. Set 3 mini milestones. Every $1,000 paid off, every card cleared, every 10% drop in total balance. Update your tracker monthly, not daily. And this matters. A slip is not a spiral. One stumble, neutralized on the next payday. No self-punishment required. And before you go full throttle, build a small buffer first. 59% of Americans can't cover a $1,000 emergency. Without a cushion, every flat tire becomes new debt. Month 7 was my lowest point. I was sitting on the couch with Biscuit, staring at my tracker, thinking, this is going to take forever. What pulled me back was running the numbers on how much interest I'd already saved. $1,400. More than my first paycheck out of college. Sometimes you just need a different number to look at. And one last thing. 74% of people say being debt-free is what financial success means to them. You're not running toward nothing. Today, make the list, set up the 2 accounts, lock in your attack number, schedule the first extra payment. Tomorrow, have the conversation. Set the 90-day rules. Debug, don't dramatize.